Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to create an invoice for your animation project because you are going to need to start billing for your animation project. So this is going to be part of your documentation, and your final grade is included in this. So what I do is I go to Launchpad. I'm going to go ahead and type in pages. I'm going to start that. I want a new document. And then you have to scroll all the way towards the bottom, and there's something called Invoice. Click on that, double click on it, and then it'll come up, and then I would type in here whatever your team is, and I'm going to go ahead and say I'm part of the brown team. Attention who it's for, Miss Miller. I am a instructor. You also need to find the address for Liberty College and Career Academy. Liberty College and Career Academy. Oh, I picked it up. There we go. Alright, the date. It's whenever the assignment is due. Project title is Cut Paper Animation. LCCA logo. We'll go purchase order 1. Invoice number 1. Most of the times when you bill somebody and you're working in freelance, it's typically 30 days. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you'll get paid in 2 weeks, which is great. But a lot of companies will push it for 30 days. Okay, over here, you need to go ahead and you can just delete that. Okay, and take this out. What I want you to do is list your team members. Okay, so everybody who's on your team, you need to type in their XYZ name. Okay, all right. Then down here, you want to give your description. If I just click on that box right there, and this is where I'm going to say Cut Paper Animation LCCA logo. I want to clear this out. I'm going to clear this out. Now, your quantity is the number of animations, 1. Okay. Then a lot of times, depending on how you're doing your invoicing or when you're negotiating your prices, sometimes people will say, I will do it for this amount. You will set a actual price and say, this is the full amount that I want to go ahead and charge you for. Other people do it by hourly rate. When I worked as a freelance graphic designer, I would tend to do both. It just depended on what the project was. I mainly would bill per hour, and that's what you guys need to do with this project, is it's going to need to be an hourly rate. Alright guys, so the next thing you need to do is you're going to have to change some of these headers. Okay, so where it says quantity, I'm going to put my rate, oops, spell it correctly, and then I'm going to put hours, and then you have the cost. So my rate, and you're all going to bill at the same rate. You're charging $20 an hour. How many hours did it take you to actually create this design? And actually here, I want to go ahead and my number is currency, because that's my hourly rate. And this one I'm going to switch to number. Okay. All right, there's a formula built in. It'll automatically do the multiplication for you. So you need to think about if we started Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's like 7 days in class. So in 7 days, you need to figure out how many hours did you work during those 7 days. So you want to calculate that. I'm going to leave it at 100. Okay. Obviously, you guys didn't do 100, but you need to put the correct amount of hours. Okay. And then I'll calculate your cost, what you're billing at. The other sections here, I'm just going to go ahead and clear those out because I don't need those. Okay, there's a formula built into that, and I'm just going to get rid of that because I don't need that formula. So I can just delete that out. All right, and then I delete it out. And then when you are freelancing, I'd never charge sales tax. That's not something I charged. and then you have your total here, and then you need to change this out. Sincerely yours, Brown Team. Okay, and then I need for you to go to File and Print, and I'm going to go ahead and save as a PDF. Okay, actually, let's do Invoice, then Brown Team, or your first and last name, AM or PM. And then I would go ahead and save. All right, and then if I did it correctly, I can double click on it. Should be my invoice here. Okay. All right, so that's what you're going to upload to Google Classroom. Okay, so that gives me a documentation. Okay, you did invoice it, and you upload it to Google Classroom for that assignment. And that's it.